Hello, beautiful ones. I am your friend Kevin, and this is your Divine Daily Blast. I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here. Let's get right to it, shall we? Yeah, here we go. We're in an angel numerology number 8 day today. Let me get my trusty notes on what this means. Abundance, prosperity, everything to do with success. Choices made with a number 8 day are favorable, and we should be aware that our prayers are being heard and answered. The number 8 has the energy of success and insightfulness, and a person with the personality of an 8 is that successful person, the powerful person, filled with joy, a likely leader. Now, on a number 8 day, it will be good to focus on joy and everything will come to you. I love the affirmation, everything in my life works out perfectly for me. Done. Use the King of Pentacles or the King of Earth as a tarot card to guide you. Call upon Archangel Ariel and Archangel Jophiel if you want a little bit of that Archangel help. Archangel Ariel and Jophiel, Jophiel is the beauty of God. She's over the Garden of Eden. Her color for me is gorgeous magenta, almost into that pinkish violet color. And then Ariel is the archangel of strength, courage. She's oversees animals, but she's also the big giver of gifts and abundance. So we call upon these energies when we want the beauty of abundance, when we want the success of abundance to go and bless many, many people. And Lord knows, do we not need blessings right now? Everywhere. The world needs blessings. All right, my isms, which, as I said to you many times before, I have a pile of them like this, a whole stack. And I just take them from the top. Now, sometimes they don't really correspond or correlate to what's going on, so I might pass them by. But today, they all did. I am allowing the best divine benevolent outcome to bless me now. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We all need blessings. I attract success with ease because I believe in my limitless potential. This comes from Joe Dispenza, wonderful public speaker, an author, life coach, guru, if you will. Just, good stuff comes from Joe Dispenza. Vibrate with the cosmic light of heaven and shine. I vibrate, you vibrate. Let's vibrate with the cosmic light of heaven and shine out like a diamond. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Now, the moon today has moved into Libra. It was in Virgo. Remember that full moon yesterday? So it could be a little bit chaotic, energetically speaking, because we're moving out of the eclipse season. Now, the good thing is that romance and riches, the planet of that, Venus, is driving Uranus, the kind of planet of chaos and crazy and mayhem, crazy. So anything and everything is possible today if you are consciously making and paying attention to what's going on. We've got to be conscious with what's going on. The tendency with these planets and this energy is to get a little heady, a little cuckoo, but stay conscious. Above all, and it doesn't matter what day we're in, where the moon cycle is, where the planets are, Mother Nature says, please be grounded. Now, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're on the eve of the spring equinox. It's only a couple of weeks away, my friends, and that will go by lickety-split. This is a good time to ground, a really good time to get in the dirt, a really good time to plant roots down. One of my good friends, my best friend actually, she propagates plants. She got into plants 3 or 4 years ago and started growing them, just found a love for growth. And I've got some of her babies. And yesterday I planted, for the first time I've ever owned one, a spider plant. She had it rooted in a glass of water, and I transferred it from the water, obviously, into some indoor tropical soil mix. And I'm thinking, this will be a good thing. I have them sitting in different places around my home just to remind me to be grounded. That's it. A lovely house plant to be grounded. Here's the message from our life purpose angels. We can help you gain clarity on your purpose and guide you to move confidently and swiftly in the right direction. I am clear and focused on my life purpose. I confidently move forward toward my destiny. Now, there are many who, I'm not sure what my life purpose is, because we've been taught, and it's not wrong, that our dharma, our physical, what we're supposed to do. Now, if you're in the medical field, the mental health field, the legal field, the architectural field, the accounting field, the fields of professional productivity, data, computers, then you've got kind of an idea of what direction it goes in. But there are many artists, creatives, who sometimes battle with this life purpose energy. What is it? Well, it is to flow and to grow, to expand and to achieve. That is the life purpose. If you think about the lifetimes upon lifetimes that you've lived a physical embodiment, or you lived a physical life, then you know that there's a combination of those lives that sort of come into this one. And this particular lifetime that we're in, particularly how quickly it's moving and how indescribably the planet's shaping up, the planet's all moving into different signs, and how the calendar is just whooshing along at warp speed to where it feels like yesterday, today, and tomorrow are all flattening out and they're all happening at once. That actually really is going on. We get to line ourselves up or align ourselves with the purpose of healing and completing and moving in so that we can get a fresh start to everything. This is why for months, even years, particularly since 2022, 2023, we've been letting go, releasing, letting go, releasing, letting go, learning to live on less, but getting more. In other words, we don't need the material stuff. We don't need all this extra bubbles and bits and pieces. How many people do you know in your life that are going through cupboards, are going through drawers, are going through their entire material life, shedding clothes, just deciding they have no need for it anymore and releasing it? Lots and lots and lots. So that's being clear on your life purpose, to move and to grow. I would say maybe your life purpose is to start getting more out of less, making your time mean something, values, integrity, respect, all of those things. Hanuman is here basically all week long, talking about being a devoted warrior, letting God's love hold us in strength, no matter what. We become the embodiment of strength when there is chaos, turmoil. That could be a life purpose. The dominions, the activation, I am willing to light up all parts of my life and myself. Face your own shadows. And the card says, in order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness, you have to face the shadows in your own soul. It's not that they are bad, more that they are parts of your most authentic self. They're the stories that you've been avoiding. This will only hold you back from healing and growing. Face all parts of yourself now. I am willing to light up all parts of myself. Being all parts of yourself is releasing yourself of the burdens of, I've done this wrong, I've done that wrong, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not. What are you then? If you're not these things, what are you? What really are you? Moving on. Louise Hay, today's daily affirmation for today's date. Joy permeates every part of my being. I'm dancing on air. What does that look like to you? Here is the tarot card for Wednesday. This is a bit of a doozy because it is the devil. In many, many tarot cards or tarot stories, particularly or specifically the modern ones, the devil talks about the ego. It talks about our own self, our own sense of selfishness, our own sense of narcissism. Sometimes when we kind of don't really like or approve of what other people are doing, it can shine a light on our own misgivings. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but just to say there is a balance with everything that we do. This card's a bit of a warning about choosing the easy answer to the potential complex problems, like avoiding your problems, walking away from your shadows, saying, yeah, no, I'll do that another day. I don't need to deal with that. It could be seen of sacrificing our soul nature and maybe compromising our own integrity. So becoming too self-absorbed, too self-regarded is really the nature of this card. The devil's energy doesn't consider anybody else but themselves. That's the energy of the devil. This is about right and wrong. It's about creepy wholesomeness, being tempted by decisions of other people. In other words, being manipulated. It's about the responses, reactions, and ultimate decisions we make when we're presented or sometimes pressured with the challenges of other people. In other words, needy people. So what decisions we've made in the past that lead us down the wrong path and are repeating the same patterns by being manipulated by maybe ideology. Perhaps we've been following a certain ideology for a little bit too long. It's not working and we've got to move away from it. The astrological element of this card of the devil is the coldness of Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign, but it's not necessarily all cold. There is some warmth to it, but it can be that very stubborn energy that keeps us stuck on things we really want to move away from. Fretting about what other people think. Fretting about making a choice, a bold choice to move away. Fretting about if I choose success for myself, these people are going to be upset. That is the dance of the devil. Giving other people more power over you and what you think and what you believe. So, I was saying this can be the downside of all this lovely, clear with your life purpose, your integrity, all the rest of it. Because if we want to really be free, we want to be independent, we want to move on from things, we sort of have to face some of the stuff that's held us back. Like this is not for my highest good. These relationships, these friendships, these groups, particularly if you have people that are what I call polarizing, beginning to believe in certain things and then thinking, this does not sit right for me. I'm not sure I want to be up for this. I'm not sure I'm up for all of this crazy nonsense that's happening. And speak your mind. Oh, there's our card. Fairies, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, passion. Now, we look at our passions. What are we passionate about? What we're passionate about, what we want to do, what we're up for, might not be what other people are up for. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. If you follow your passion, really, it doesn't matter what your passion is, what you're really, really passionate about, you aren't going to go too far wrong. This card appears when you feel a lack of it. So if you've been feeling a little bit lackluster, a little bit stuck, if you are one of the creative ones and you're like, I don't know where my creative juices are coming from, well, you just got one. If this is the case for you, take a trip down memory lane. Recall a time when you did feel passionate about life, when you did feel passionate about what you were doing. Yesterday, I was, wanting to feel a little certain way. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I need to lift my vibrations. It's the start of a new day. Let's go. And the Bee Gees song came on, Staying Alive. I'm like, oh, you answered my prayer. And immediately that music popped it up, that beat, that downbeat, boom, 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 the disco stuff. Then I'm seeing a YouTube video, no word of a lie, it was a coincidental thing, and they have one of these, I don't know what they call them, these viral video, what they call them, where a whole crowd gets together and they do things. It was rolling out a red carpet, and they were dancing to Staying Alive. This boy was doing like a catwalk dance on a sidewalk. It was just fun. It was fun. It was passionate. It was just upbeat. This is where we need to be going. When the passion and enthusiasm card appears, which it is today, prepare for active expression of passion to manifest. What lights you up? The fairies are right behind you, encouraging you to express yourself. Manifest passion by doing what brings you joy. Those activities make your heart and soul rejoice. Here's the affirmation. I imbue everything I do with passion. Oh, I love the way that sounds. My passion is heart-led, and expressing it brings me joy. Now, this is what I think the world needs right now. The challenge is, there's a part of our ego that says, well, we can't become happy, joyful, la-di-doodle all the day when there's all this mess going on in the world. Oh, yes, you can. It doesn't mean to say that you are thumbing your nose at the atrocities of the world. It's saying, I'm the light, I am the love, I'm the passion, I'm grounded, I'm in integrity, and I'm choosing not to go down that rabbit hole of war. War, and it's been going on for decades, destroys things. Mars, planet of war. Pluto, the great destroyer. Things have to be we have to let go of stuff. However, there's light that comes up underneath it. Become the light worker that you were born to be. That may be your life purpose. Get passionate about it. Painting, sewing, whatever that looks like for you. Kindness. I was thinking this morning and meditating, and 3 words came. Be kind, be grateful, and work with grace. Kind, graciousness, grateful, that sort of thing. Always let it spill out. It's a challenge. When we get hit with adversity, when we get hit with unkindness, when people are not necessarily grateful or gracious. Where was I yesterday? I was somewhere yesterday, and I was trying to do, I can't remember where I went. I went somewhere, and I knew I was lining up to pay for groceries. I think, where was it? I was somewhere. All I can see now is, I was in Aldi's getting my groceries. I'm lining up, and there was just a commotion going on. And it was just quite a big commotion. I just said nothing. I just turned and smiled. It was like, it threw off the commotion. It seemed to like, what's he looking at? Why is he smiling? It just dissipated the commotion. This is what we should be doing. All right, my friends, that's it from me for today. You go with love, light, grace, all those things. Live with kindness, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.